All right. No, I think that's good. Hello. Hello, everyone. We'll see how much of my tongue sticking out that YouTube actually recorded before telling me I was actually live. If you are new here, hello, I am Morgan, owner of Ink Goddess Creations. If you're live with me, let me know in the comments. Say hi. It's one of the cool things about being live. Yay, Jenny's here. Hello. We are unboxing today's CottageCore box. And then towards the end, well, at the end of the video, after we're done unboxing the CottageCore box, I will then show you a sneak peek into December's box, but I'm going to be very sneaky about it, and we'll get there at the end. Dora is here. Thank you. And Phoenix is here. Hello. All right. CottageCore we are doing today. Hold on one second. My microphone cord is kind of in the way, but look, my desk is very cluttered. We have a lot going on here. It's the busy season, but we have a lot of other stuff going on. So I've been working ahead. So it's just a crazy in here. Witchology is here. Hello, Brianna is here. Hello. All right. So this is an actual CottageCore box from off of the shelf. Violet Charmed is here. Hello. And Laura is here. Good afternoon. We do still have these available. And actually, you know what I'm going to do real quick? Hold on. I am going to pin, for those of you who did not get this box, I'm going to pin it if you decide that you want it. Actually, hold on one second. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pin it to the top. And that way you can go ahead and grab it. You can easily grab it, right? Or if you're like, hey, I did get one, but I want another one. There you go. So I'm going to pin that message to the top. And then that way, I don't know if the chat from the live goes over to the replay, but I might pin it there too. Or at least, yeah, do it as a thing. Anyway, we do have, I want to say it's around 10 to 15 boxes left. So if you do like this, or if you want to get another one, there's the link at inkgoddesscreations.com. I know that like once we're sold out of these boxes, there's not a lot of the individual items that we will have left over. We did these out pretty well, like ordered or made the amount that we needed for the boxes. So, all right. So at the front, the CottageCore, my little fun poem. Let's see. This month was by warm and cozy candlelight. The witch journals freely into the night. Their home is cleansed, comfort restored. The dark season begs for CottageCore. If you are new here or new to the Ink Goddess Creations box or new to Ink Goddess Creations, I always give you clues, not only in the poem of what's going to be in the box, but if you watch I call them our theme commercials. They're the little 30-second videos I put out on like TikTok and Instagram about with this poem is on it. But I also give you clues in that as to what items are going to be in there, with the exception of December's box. December's box is completely a mystery for everyone. And we did that way on purpose. Anyway, all right. So this month if it was November, it was Feeding America. Yeah, we always donate to Feeding America in November. And then we're moving forward from last year, December's charity. Every month we donate a portion of our profits to a charity. And I try to match the charity to the box theme. But every November is Feeding America, because I know there's a lot of families that need food out there, especially with what's going on. But then every December is Toys for Tots. So this month we did Feeding America. All of our Social media is at the bottom? I just realized. Okay, good. We just have the 4 now, social media. We also have a Pinterest, which I just changed the Pinterest to Ink Goddess Creation. So and we're amping up the Pinterest too. So if you want to go there, there's fun things going on there. So it's pinterest.com/Ink Goddess Creations. But it's taking, a little bit of time. Anyway, so let's just start at the top. The back of the card always gives you the contents. So if you ever are wondering if you're missing an item, you can always check the back of the card, okay? Let's also, if there are 2 stars next to the item as well, so like that, then you can see at the bottom, this item was exclusive to Ink Goddess Creations. So we either made it in-house or we designed it and had it made on a larger level. Okay. So this is how the box looks when it leaves our office. This is how the box looked. Hopefully it arrived to you. And we are going to start at the top. I can tell you, we do not have any more of these in stock. All that we had in stock went into the boxes. So we don't have extras of these to sell. It is also time for many people to be leaving work. So you might hear, because we have a parking lot right here. So yeah, these are our Fern junk journals, or junk journal grimoires, as we are calling it. I love these. I was able to pick out, we had the front customized, but then I was able to pick out what went inside. So we have lined pages if you want to write things. We also have, so the lined page, this is refillable as well. If you want me to tell you how to add more things to it, I apologize. I cannot do that. I don't know how to add more things to this. It is a contraption that I do not understand with the rubber bands, but it is refillable. And maybe someone else on YouTube can show you how to add more things to it, because I cannot. Okay. Jennifer is here from Florida. Hello. But the first little book, okay, because they are individual, has lines. The second one is blank, but like a parchment-y style. And then the back, so this might be called a business card holder, but I like to call these little, like you can put tape and stickies and cards and stuff in there. And then we also have for your stickers or things you want, things you've collected, like dried flowers or 4-leaf clovers or whatever you want to put. You have a bag here to put them in. And it's all included in there. I cannot believe we were able to design something so amazing for you all for this box. So I'm super excited about them. I absolutely love them. And like I said, we do not have any more of just these journals. Every journal went into a box. So you can just slide half of the book under the elastic. Okay. That makes sense. I see. Okay, I see now. I'm not going to mess with this one though, because this box will actually go to somebody. I kept one for myself. One. So I'll play around with that one. Let me very carefully slide this back into the bag, because like I said, somebody will be getting this box. All right, slide that back in. So yes, you can, a junk journal. We have a great article on our website all about junk journaling and like the magic of junk journaling, which our blog posts throughout the month too will also lead you to, they are also hints as to things that are within the box, just to let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Yes, Miss Moonlight says, I love the book, and that you can add paper to it. I know it's a refillable one. I'm so excited. So we did do a Magic of Junk Journaling blog post last month as well. So I did put that in the chat. So it's a great article just about like, if you're a witch, why junk journaling is so fun, or how it can be like a grimoire book of shadows. On the card, we say, spells, recipes, witchy collected items, all of that. So yeah. Okay. The next thing, and I realized we do have extra of these. So I don't know what happened to the one that is open for pictures. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap the plastic on this one, and I'll replace it because I want to show you all. So these are our CottageCore junk journal cards. We made these to go with the journal. Okay. So all they are little fun. There's like little quotes. There are blank ones for you to write your own stuff. More quotes. There are questions as well. What magical recipe would you hand down to future generations? More blank ones. These are things you can just add to your junk journal. So yeah, we designed them in like that CottageCore aesthetic. Love the journal. Jenny says, love the journal so much. It is going to be great for vacations to keep all the witchy stuff I find traveling in it. I love that. And Deanna is here. I'm late, but I am here. Welcome. So we do have extra of these CottageCore journal cards. I don't know how many. Hopefully there's at least one for me to replace this one that I just opened. But those are exclusive to us. We did just Megan design them in-house here. So yeah, but we just wanted to add those to decorate your journal a little bit more. Next, we have Meadow Cleanse Soap. Crisp scent of sage and soft greens to show you all. I love this scent. It is so fresh, but we gave it to you all as a way to do, like, you can use that before any type of rituals, or, you can just use it every day. We do have extra bars of soap. Jenny says the soap smells so amazing. It really does. I was very happy with how that soap turned out. So it is sage, and then like foresty scents. Foresty scents went into it along with sage. So yeah, element of earth, ground down into the element of earth, but it was very cottage witch to me. So we do have extra bars of soap. I'm not sure when the CottageCore or the extra items from this box are going to be going up. It's not in November. I think it's December is when the stuff's going to go up. So again, the box is the only way to get the journal, period. Those two we do have a few extras of. Yeah. Next was actually the inspiration for this entire box. We actually grabbed these at the gym show this year from one of our suppliers. And so the color palette and the idea for CottageCore was actually born completely from this one item. As you can see, we matched the item to it. And of course, like, the craft goes pretty well with it. So yeah, these are Palo Santo resin incense cups. Hold on, let me open it so you all can see. There you go. So each one of these is a charcoal cup, and it is filled with resin and chips of Palo Santo wood. So basically, if you are new to burning raw incense or charcoal discs, you want to use tongs or something to hold. You take one of these charcoal discs out. Hold it with tongs, because look, I've burned my fingers quite a few times, or my fingernails, and that's a horrible smell. So use tongs to hold the side of a charcoal disc and then light the other side. That's what I always did. You can also light them from the bottom. But once the charcoal starts to spark, you want to set it down into a fireproof dish. So a cauldron, a copper bowl, something with some dirt or some sand under it. Because basically this is an all-in-one inclusive. So if you're used to burning charcoal discs and then making sure that they, get hot, that the spark carries all the way across, and then you sprinkle herbs or incense on top of it. Same concept. It's just all included. And I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. I've never seen them all included like that. So we actually have a supplier here in America that had advertised them before the gem show. And so we bought them and said, hey, can you just bring them to the gem show and we'll pick them up there to save on shipping. Yeah, I'm frugal like that. So they did that and I love them. But yeah, this was actually, so we have had these since the end of January. So yeah, we didn't know when we were going to do CottageCore when we planned out the year. We just knew we were going to do, like, we got these in hand and we were like, oh my gosh, this screams CottageCore. So this is a really good way to cleanse your home, your sacred space, but later while you're cleaning or before you junk journal if you want to. But I love these and I've never seen the charcoal cup with the herbs and the resin before, like all in one. I thought it was a fantastic idea. So yeah, whole box of those. Then we have the Cottage Witch votive candle. It's so grounding. I always smell the bottom of your candles to get the best scent. Oak moss, patchouli, vetiver, and clove to fill your home or sacred space with warmth and security. We do sell Cottage Witch in the large jars. I don't know if we're sold out at the moment. If we are sold out at the moment on our website of the larger jars of the Cottage Witch, we have placed an order with Molly. So, but it is the holiday season. So, you know, we're working on it. But yes, I love these. Great for grounding. You can always light it before you journal as well if you want to make your journaling a little bit more ritualistic or a little bit more witchy. You can set the stage, you know, cleanse your space, set incense, light a candle. Anything that you are doing with intention infuses magic into it. Okay. So yeah. Laura says, initially my incense was burning, blackening immediately on my charcoal disc, but I found if I let it develop a solid layer of the gray ash after a few minutes, it really helps burn better. Yes, that's what I was always taught with like the charcoal discs was light it, put it down, let the spark carry across, and then let it turn to gray a little bit before you add other stuff to it. So yeah. Oh, and Dora says that's one of my favorite candle scents. Yay! So yeah, if we don't have these in stock, then we will here soon. You can always add them to, we have a wish list on our website as well. So you can go in and add an item to your wish list. And then when they go back in stock, it automatically sends you an email to let you know when it's back in stock. So that's always a fun tip to let people know. You have to log in though, so it saves it. You know, like you have to create an account on our website. So yeah. Next, so we threw in CottageCore stickers for everyone. Everyone's are different. Okay, you guys, we had mushrooms, butterflies, flowers, plants. Got the ones, the white ones that have like the white backing on them like this. Oh my gosh, there were teapots, teddy bears, there was all kinds of stuff. So no package was the same. The packages were different for everyone. I think there's, you know, depending on how big the stickers were, we put 3 to 4 maybe in every single pack, just to get you started, just, you know, to have a few stickers for your journaling, you know, to really go, you know, really hard into the CottageCore aesthetic for journaling. Yeah. Brianna says the stickers are always my favorite. I love a good sticker. So yeah, we sat here and bagged each one of these individually, you guys. It was fun. Then, oh my gosh, you guys. So not only is this the tiniest little brown bag, velvet bag ever, right? Jenny says I got my favorite mushroom as a sticker and squealed out loud. That is so cool. Because yeah, every single one of those packs is different. Every one of them. So not only were we able to find these absolutely adorable little bags, but you guys, when I saw these at the gem show, I squealed with delight. Look how tiny they are. They're so cute. So these are fancy jasper. This one happens to be more of like the brownish red jasper. Some of y'all's were green, some of them were red, some of them were yellowish. Fancy jasper comes in a very I would say Christmas color scheme almost, like reds, greens, browns, you know, it's a very natural. But the minute that we saw these and we had already like, we had the cups picked out and we saw these, I was like, all right, we're going cottage core kind of like we knew that we were going to be doing cottage witch, cottage core, something like that. So the box started to make itself when we were shopping at the gym show earlier this year. Yes, Jennifer says it looks like candy. It really did. But I just love that we were able to find the little itty bitty brown bags for the little fancy Jasper. Um, Fancy Jasper is good for grounding and uplifting, as well as providing calm and stability. So you can carry it, you can add it to your altar. You can throw it into a spell bag or spell jar. You can create a little itty bitty spell bag with it, throw some herbs in there and carry it around with you for like grounding energy. Yeah, anything. And then last but not least, this month's box had 3 cards, Eclectic Witch cards. If you're new here, most boxes contain them every month. We also have a starter deck and plenty of expansions in our store. But it's just like, my kid calls them our witchy Pokemon. Because we throw a few into every box, but they're information cards. So once you do collect them, you do have a very nice, like between the expansions and the original deck, it's basically like a little miniature book of shadows. We do have binders for them as well as card sleeve holders that were made because these are a weird size. So we had to have the card sleeves made specifically for them. Yeah, Jenny says witchy Pokemon, love it. That's what my kids call them. So we have the Magic of Junk Journaling, as well as cottage magic practices and a card on Fancy Jasper. So there's a really good picture of Fancy Jasper as far as like all of the different colors that can be a part of Fancy Jasper. Okay. But yeah, you can add these to your Eclectic Witch card deck, to your binder if you have one of those. And that's all. So just to let you all know, for this month's box, before we go into the sneak peek for next month's box, these were exclusive to us, but they're also exclusive to the box, which is another thing that, we kind of let people know, we try to let people know in our marketing that many of the items are exclusive to us. Some items that we create are just exclusive to the box. This happens to be one of them. We put all of the journals that we had into boxes. So we still have a few boxes left on the website. So if you want the journal, it comes in the box. But this one was exclusive to us. This is where I don't know how these went back in there. So I'm going to have to hand the box back to Colin. The Meadow Cleanse soap is exclusive to us. We will have extras available in December, I would say. Cottage Witch, it's a blend that we make. We do have the jars available in the store or they're on order. Fancy Jasper was not exclusive to us. The stickers technically weren't exclusive to us, but every single pack is different because we hand packed every single one of them. And then the CottageCore cards are exclusive to us. So just to let you know, and we will have extras of those available in December as well. So I just like to share that a lot of if you're new to Ink Goddess Creations or to the Ink Goddess Creations box, a lot of the items are made by us. So Maria says the soap just came in time because I'm just about finished with my Florida water soap that came in a prior box. Very cool. Perfect timing then. All right. So if you all have any comments or questions, if you're here live with me, pop them up into the chat now so that I can answer them while I'm still live. If you are catching this on replay, you can still put comments and questions in there. I just, can't answer them live. And I have to wait until I get the notification from YouTube and all that good stuff. So, but what we're going to do now, December's box is Under the Yule Tree. You guys, this box Do you have extra boxes for sale? Rain says, yes, it's pinned at the top of the chat, the link to the box. We have somewhere between 10 and 15. I can't remember, but we do have them pinned to the top. It's pinned to the top. So under the Yule Tree is December's box. It ships December 5th. This is what, if you order a subscription or if you start your subscription now, whether it's a monthly, 3-month, or 6-month subscription, it will start with December's box. This is our last box of 2025. Okay. So even though they ship on December 5th, if you want to get a box, which we have one-time boxes that will not start a subscription, if you want to get a one-time box to give to a friend or family member, this is the box you need to order. Okay. Because this will ship December 5th. And that's it for 2025. This is our last box of 2025. Okay. Jenny says, my question isn't box related, but any chance on more Yule candles? No. And I don't think, like, Molly's already been started on our order and her family's in town. So yeah, we don't have any more Yule candles planned now. Brianna says, will you ever have the witch hazel rose water again? Nope. We don't have the supplies in-house to make them again. And we would have to make a very large amount in order to put them up for sale again. So no, it's something we've decided we're not going to do again, just because, yeah, in order to keep the price down, we would have to order a crap ton of it to be able to sell it again. So no. Oh, and Jenny says, no worries. I still have one from last year. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. So under the Yule tree. So this is what we call a high concept box. Okay. A high concept box means it is not straightforward. We want you to have an experience with our box. Okay. And hopefully all boxes are experiences for you, but this one is going to be a hella experience. Okay. We only do high concept boxes. I'd love to do them once a year. It's probably more like once every 3 or 4 years we do a high concept box, or that's what they're called in-house. Okay. So for under the Yule tree, every item in the box is wrapped or bagged or boxed. Okay. I shouldn't say wrapped. I should say bagged or boxed. Okay. They are all gifts from a spiritual being. We had a lot of fun with this one. I will let you know that when we're coming off of Advents, packaging hundreds of Advents and 21 days of bagging hundreds of Advents, I could not believe that when I came up with this idea, Colin went for it, because he was like, man, that's so much more work, because now we're going to be individually bagging or boxing every single item for this box hundreds of times all over again. But he said, it's a great idea. I love it. Let's do it. So this is fun. Okay. This one is fun. Anna is here. I'm glad I made it for the sneak peek. Yay. And Laura says, I think it would be cool if you sign the items in the box you open that gets sent out to one of us. I could do that. I could put a little note in there. All right. So the sneak peeks for this month's box that are going out to everyone, like going out on social media, going out in the newsletters, are like this. Okay. So like, for example, this is one that's already gone out. This is a gift from your spirit guide. I'm not going to show you what that is. The second sneak peek is a gift from your witchy aunt. I'm not going to show you that either. Okay. I'm going to let you know, because it doesn't really matter. Unless that was the first, that might be the third one. It doesn't matter. This was also a sneak peek. It's a gift from your higher self. I'm not going to show you what that is. Okay. Okay. No, Jennifer, the Yule box has completely different items as the Advent calendar. Completely different. We designed a completely different thing. Okay. And I'm glad that you all are like, Ember says, super excited for December's box and Advent. Miss Moonlight says, how exciting. Ember Moon said, tease. And Maria said, I love this idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this one. This is also a bag just to give you an idea. It's a gift from Divine Masculine. I am going to show you one item in the box, but I am not going to give you any context at all as to who it's from, what it is, or anything. Okay. So if you definitely do not want to see any item in the box, then this is it. This is the end. We have more cottage witch boxes at the top of the pin to the top over here. And thank you for joining me. Okay. If you do want to see an actual item, like I said, I'm not going to tell you who it's from. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to show you what it is. So I'm just going to give a second if anybody's like, I want to click out of here. Okay. Oh, I have more comments. I could read those real quick. Isabel says, very fun idea. Can't wait. And Jenny says, I got my Advent yesterday and I'm so excited to open them in December. Yay. Okay. Here's the item. I actually didn't lose anyone. I gained a person. Okay. Well, Jennifer says, I want to be surprised. Okay. Well, Jennifer, you got to exit because I'm about to show one of the items. Okay. And Angela said, I'm so glad I made the live. Hey, y'all. Hello. We're actually at the end. I'm showing an item inside a December's box with absolutely no context whatsoever. Okay. All right, Deanna. So this is it. That's it. That's all. I'm not telling you who it's from. I'm not even telling you anything about it. That is an item inside a December's box. So ordering for Under the Yule Tree is open now. This is the box. If you start a subscription or buy a one-time box, this is what you'll get. Every item inside is either boxed or bagged, like this, bagged or boxed. And it's going to be a concept box. I think we're even putting the card at the bottom so you can have fun with it. So Witchology says, oh, I like it. Miss Moonlight says, I love it. Jenny says, gorgeous. Deanna says, oh, man. And Doris says, can't go wrong with a candle. Ember Moon said, guessing element of fire. I like that. I like your guessing. That's pretty cool. Just to let you all know, too, historically speaking, we sell out of December's box because people are buying it as gifts for their witchy loved ones. So historically, this box is flying pretty fast off the virtual shelf. So Kitty Tobin says groovy, and Phoenix says, ooh, if that's anything like the dark moon candle, it'll smell divine. Yeah. All right. That's what I have for you all today. So yeah, if you want the CottageCore box, it's pinned to the top of the, well, if you're here live with me, it's pinned to the top. I'll still try and pin it to the replay as well. But yes, if you start your subscription between now and December 1st, it will start with this box. But look, if we are sold out, if you're watching this on replay, you get to the website and the subscription boxes are not open. That is because we sold out. So Jenny says, thanks, Morgan. I love these unboxings. Deanna says, y'all have a good one. Got to go to dinner. Ooh, love it. Lisa says, that's what I was thinking, Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, Miss Moonlight, you got it ordered. Yay. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you all for being here with me. And yeah, if nothing else, I will see you all next month at the next unboxing. But we have a live sale coming up on Small Business Saturday. All of our sales are already posted to our website. If you head to the events page, you can plan your holiday shopping with us. We have a different sale running for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Spirit Sunday, and Cyber Monday. So you can, pick which sale you shop with us. Yeah, I mean, that's all the good stuff. So thank you all for being here, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.